UFC 311 was over the weekend. Islam wins once again with a beautiful darce choke.
Oh, he's got to be careful with the darce here. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Yep. It's sunk up. That's tight. It's over. That's it. Yep.
There's the tap.
I want to break down how he finishes this because he's done this a couple times. He just did it with Dustin Poirier as well, and it's a shallow darce. So I want to show you my way of finishing a darce choke just so you can understand the subtle difference in his grips, and then I want to show how he actually breaks this person down and the subtle difference in those two, right? So when I establish my darce choke, again, for new people, it's from the armpit to the neck, right? We have to get this arm all the way through. How we get to this position off chin straps, headlocks, it's indifferent right now. Nonetheless, I shoot this arm through. When I go to finish my darce chokes, I lock up a gable grip first so that I can really chomp down on his head, and then I use my shoulder to really plop him down onto his side. From here, I tend to circle all the way around. I chop their head so that I can shoot this arm nice and deep. I want the crook of my elbow to go onto the side of his neck. And at this point, I'm gonna lock my hands behind my elbow and I bring that hand all the way up to the top of his shoulder blade. Now, I can easily just hip out from here, squeeze and get the finish. Obviously, if I wanna make it tighter, I'm gonna look to hop off to my side to where I can really start crunching his head. And in a perfect world, I'm able to hook his legs as well, squeeze, and we can get the finish from there as well. Nothing wrong with that darce choke, but again, Islam is doing a bit more of a shallow version. So the actual finish for his, let's just go back onto your side. The actual finish for his darce choke is, now part of this is one, he says that he likes creating the pressure with his wrist and he finds it to be a little bit tighter. Also, we have to remember the fact that they are wearing MMA gloves, so it's a little bit more difficult to get that full extension like I typically do. So what he does is the underarm, instead of grabbing his elbow, he grabs shallow at the wrist, and then his front hand, instead of bringing all the way up top here, he just goes to the near shoulder blade, and from this position, he's using that wrist pressure to really drive up into this person's neck, so that now when he falls off to the side, he's cranking on the head, he pulls up on the leg here, I can squeeze, and I can make the darce choke tight, if not tighter than the standard way. Now here's a key detail that a lot of people don't catch right away, myself included. When Islam shoots for this darce choke, instead of like what I'm doing where I'm getting my grips into place first and chomping at the head, knocking him down, and then setting up the darce choke, he's actually shooting his hands here, and before he even brings this person down, he's establishing the darce choke right away so that the moment we fall, this person's already tapping because the darce choke is all the way locked. So if you're looking to go with Islam's method, the way that you should be looking to do this, one, he gets a chin strap, which is a nice way to establish control of this head first. Then he kind of works off to the side, gets his hand grip into place. Once he's on the opposite side that he needs to be, he immediately just shoots to the bottom part of his forearm, top of his wrist, establishes a tight control. You'll see that he actually pulls the head close to him, shoots his hand up on the shoulder blade, and then as he falls off to the side, he also chomps his elbow down to crush the head, falls off to the side, and immediately hops down on top. I'm going light just so I'm not killing cash here, but then ideally he's also looking for this leg. You put all that together and squeeze. Again, this person should be tapping before we even hit the ground. So there you have it, a little bit of a variation on the darce choke with Islam's shallow darce. Give it a shot.